Hello and welcome to another segment of the Lotus Lowdown. I'm here today with Trissa, and we're going to be asking her some questions. Yes, some very important questions that I hope everyone remembers for the dawn of time. Okay. I want to thank you for being here with us, Trissa. Our first question is, how did you become a member at Lotus House?
I actually ran into Molly at the Advocacy Day at the Capitol, and she was talking to me about the Lotus House and what we do here. And then I also have a friend that comes here, and she's been trying to get me here for quite a while. And so I thought I'd come check it out. And so I came one day and did a tour and thought it sounded fun, so I started showing up.
All right. Excellent. And what's an average day in the wellness unit?
It's quite busy most days. We cook in the kitchen, make beef jerky, dehydrate fruit, do all kinds of fun things. We run a snack bar in the mornings, and we try to in the afternoon, selling fun stuff to the members. We clean. We have a lot of fun.
How long have you been a member?
I've actually only been a member for 2 months.
Ooh, Tom, it feels longer.
Doesn't it, though?
What's your favorite part about the wellness unit?
Probably just making friends and meeting new people.
Have you worked at any of the other units before?
I've come to the media unit once and did a little clip with someone just when the media unit was new. And I tried the admin unit when I first started here, just to see what it was all about.
Heck, the media unit might be as old as your membership.
Maybe.
Okay, if you don't want to answer this question, that's fine. When were you first diagnosed?
I was diagnosed when I was about 16.
Oh, man.
I took myself to a doctor, and I was really nervous because they said since I was 16 I had to have my parents sign paperwork.
Oh, yeah.
So I was really nervous. I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, I need you to sign this. And she was actually very encouraging and said, of course, I will sign anything you need.
That's good. Okay, here's a fun one. What's your favorite food?
That's a tough one. I love food, but I would say probably watermelon.
Ooh, that's a good choice. Were you nervous during the recent open house?
I was very nervous. I got so nervous that Molly was giving me mints to try to calm my stomach.
I got one of those too, by the way.
And I almost threw up before the...
Oh, shoot.
Because I had to give a speech. And so I was very nervous.
We both wrote our speeches down because we're cool like that.
Yes. It was very helpful to write a speech down.
Speaking of your speech, how long did it take you to write that speech?
I took about a week to write a speech, and I had a lot of people here read it to help me make sure that it was good.
They're going to hate me. It took me about 10 minutes.
Oh, well, lucky you. Your speech was very good, by the way.
Oh, thank you. And you already saw that speech. You're watching this video. Okay. What are your plans for the future?
Probably just take it day by day and see where things go. Just try to keep my mental health under check, and I like to advocate and talk about my story and where I've been, trying to help other people realize that you can get better. It doesn't always have to be so depressing.
Okay, that's all the questions I have. Trissa, thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back.
Hit it.
Hello and welcome to the Member Interview segment. I'm your host, Tom, and today I'm with the admin unit member, Wendy. Thank you for joining us, Wendy. Today we're going to ask you some questions. Like, number one, how did you become a member?
I was told by an ex-member that about the breakthrough at the moment. It was called the Breakthrough Clubhouse. I became a member. I came in and signed my application and got approved right then and there because I had all my diagnoses with me, and that's how I became a member.
Alright, this brings us to a second question. How long have you been a member?
I've been a member since June of 2015, so most likely been there for 9 years.
Ooh, that's a long time. What's your favorite thing about admin unit?
The favorite thing about admin unit, I would have to say, is answering the phones, being the floater of everything. I've been in the admin unit since day one of the work order day and ever since it started. So I know a lot about the admin unit and the work order day and how it started and how it became.
Have you worked any of the other units?
No, I mainly worked just the admin unit because I have receptionist background already and with my old jobs. So I like the admin unit and it's just something I like doing.
Alright. Have you dyed your hair any other colors than purple?
Yes, I have. I dyed my hair burgundy. I dyed my hair black. I dyed my hair auburn. I dyed my hair red. So yes, I have.
Never blue?
Never blue.
What are the challenges you face as a member of admin? What are the challenges you face as a member of admin unit?
Well, there is no challenges other than I'm mainly the gopher, jack of all trades, master of none. I'm basically, if someone needs help or learn how to do something, I'm there to teach them.
Alright. What's your favorite clubhouse activity?
My favorite clubhouse activity, I would have to say, is when everybody gets together on Thanksgiving meals and Christmas meals, because we're not working, we're not focusing on the work order day, we're focusing on what the holiday is. We don't have to sit there and think about work order day. We don't have to sit there and think about what's going on throughout the week. We just come together as one big happy family.
Alright. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
What came first, the chicken or the egg? You're funny. The chicken came first, then the egg.
What's your favorite thing about the clubhouse?
The favorite thing about the clubhouse is that it actually helped me out for the whole 9 years how to be clean and sober from drugs and alcohol. I was badly using when I first came here, and I didn't think recovery was possible. I didn't think that mental health recovery was possible. I didn't think drugs and alcohol recovery were possible until I came here and learned a whole different perspective to how to keep your mind busy, how to get yourself rehabilitated, and you had resources. The clubhouse has given me plenty of good resources, and it's a good place to be when you're down and out because you know you're not alone. You have a bunch of members who goes through the same thing and the same thing you do, and you are very well, no, you're not alone. So.
Okay, final question. What are your plans for the future?
To remain coming to the clubhouse and hopefully get into trainings and hopefully to eventually be able to go out and tell people about the clubhouse. I have done this before. Many members have came in that are new because of me. I would tell them, hey, have you heard about the Lotus House? Then they'll say, come in and give it a try. Some members have and became members. And they told me they would come up to me and say thank you because I brought future members in. So they said it made it possible for them to recover themselves.
Alright, that's all the time we have for this segment. Wendy, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you next time.
Hello, Tom. We have Tom here, and I'm going to be interviewing him today. Here we go. Tom, why did you become a member?
Well, I was looking for the Infinity Gauntlet, couldn't find it anywhere, so they told me to come to the clubhouse, and they have a couple on sale I could buy, so I bought one, and okay, now, why did I choose to become a member? It wasn't really a choice, it's just something that kind of happened. Like, a year or two ago, I was working with Filet on trying to get out of countryside, and they talked about breakthrough and sunshine connects a lot, so I came here back before we were accredited in the long ago. Before we were accredited, and when it was still kind of like a shopping center, we could use a computer before people were in that privilege. And back before it was accredited, and I didn't like it too much because there was really nothing to do. You ate, you talked to people, and you played on the computer. But then like a year after that, think it was earlier this year, I met Matt at Countryside Food for Leo, and he was telling me how the clubhouse, how it's had changed, and there was stuff to do, and blah, blah, blah. So the original hook, you could say, was they were going to help me get out of Countryside, so I came for that. And then after a while, I started doing some days, I started to become more and more. I liked it more, so I just started coming. I come almost every day now. Yeah.
Good. Question number 2. How long have you been a member?
500 years. I mean, we gone through the Great Depression. I think Dracula was around during that time and like fighting the Turks, and we fought the British and ourselves, and then the Shermans, and I don't know. I think at least maybe a year. I have to look at my private file or something.
Question number 3. I've seen you in all the units. Which one is your favorite?
See, there's no right answer because either Lois gonna get on me, or Shiz is gonna get on me, or Sydney's gonna get on me, and Molly's gonna say something. And like, I think media, because I get to do this.
Media power.
I also like admin, and I'm starting to like wellness a bit more. I like to serve. I like to serve lunch when I can, and I like all the data entry stuff. I like counting the lunch tickets, the Y counts. I like doing the attendance and printing it out and stuff. Yeah.
Next question. What's your favorite thing to do at the clubhouse?
Make fun of Molly. Oh no, really. It's the activity like I was just talking about, like making videos. I'm even, and Molly's gonna brag about this, but I'm even starting to like centerpieces. Give me you, Molly! But the activity is mostly is what keep me coming back.
What's your favorite aspect of the clubhouse?
Isn't that basically the same question?
Maybe.
My favorite aspect of the clubhouse is that I get to run around and do stuff that actually has a purpose, you know? Like,
So it gives you something to do.
give me something to do, and it gets me away from people harassing me in Countryside. You heard me, Countryside.
That's fair. That's 100% fair. Next question. What's something you think you can... let me read that. What's something you think can be added to the clubhouse to make it better? Did that make any sense?
More cute girls. No. Oh.
Molly was very excited with this video.
I mean, really, I think what the clubhouse needs right now is just more members to take part in the work of the day. I mean, when I do the attendance, there was like a handful of people who come in, but they only sign in for like maybe 15 minutes to an hour, then they leave. But we have a very small fraction of people that take part of the work of the day, and it's starting to hurt the other units. Like in media, mainly it's just you, me, and Laura. And wellness is a couple of people, admin's a couple of people. I think they're all going to PDU because that's where the snack bar is. But like the other units have been suffering to the point that now we're having sandwiches instead of an actual meal.
True.
So I just think what we need more members who actually want to work in the work of the day and participate every day.
This is the next question of how would you think we could do that?
No, make an ad campaign. Add a marketing unit. I don't know.
It's not I'd ask. Let's hear where I'm at. Which one of the books you wrote is your favorite, and what is it about?
Oh my God, that's like picking my children. I think it's like a toss-up between Gaia and Genesis. Gaia is about a 16-year-old girl named Tori Shakers who lives in my hometown of Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah.
And like she developed these up-based powers, but she accidentally causes this earthquake that like, and it gets dark from here, like kills people and injures people severely. So she feels guilty about it. So she decides to fight crime to like get redemption from that, and she ends up fighting creatures like Thanatos, the Greek god of death, and Medusa herself. And I plan to make that a trilogy, and there'll probably be 2 spin-off books from that. And Genesis is kind of like my fantasy epic, very heavily inspired by Game of Thrones in my own freaking imagination, which is it's amazing now. I don't even know where I'm at some days, but it follows 6 point of view characters. You got Shrake White, who is the first character I ever written, who is a laid-back, womanizing soldier boy. And then you got Fakari, who is a blind assassin, half demon. Then you got Lady Miracle, who is basically Lady Jesus, and can do all the same miracles Jesus does, and she's very heavily devoted to God. If God told her to slap herself, she would slap herself without hesitation. I mean, anything God says goes in her mind. That's just. And then you got Ian Matthews, who is a superhuman. He has electricity powers, flight, and he can read people's minds and stuff.
So he's basically Superman.
He is not Superman. He's nowhere near the powerful of Superman.
Right.
And then you have Princess Lori, who I made bald because I don't know. I just bald people assist. Get over it. And then I have Sarah Firestone, who is another superhuman, and her power had a lot to do with the mind. She can also read minds. She had telekinesis, pyrokinesis, and empathy. It basically means she knows what you're thinking, she knows what you're feeling, and she can't control her power. So she should, if she was standing in the room right now, she would know what all three of us are thinking right now.
So basically, she knows everybody's secrets
Yeah.
before they even come up.
Yeah. So those are my two main favorites. I don't know how many books Genesis is going to be because I adapted that from the writing site I made back in 2011, and there's a lot of story to be told in that book. But yeah.
What's your favorite meal at the clubhouse?
I can't even remember half the stuff I had here. I guess the deal meat, but I never thought I would say in a million years. Thank you, Ken.
Yeah, that's me too. Thank you, Ken. What's your favorite soda to buy at the snack bar?
Dr. Pepper Shield. Ever since they got bottles and I started buying them more.
That was easy.
It's like the cheapest bottle you can get right now. Cause shoot, at the countryside, a bottle is $2.25. A can out of the filling machine is $1.25, and if you want a cheaper, get out of the country store only a can for $1 even. So I'm getting a bottle for the same price I paid for a can over there. So yeah,
It's
a good
called
deal.
inflation.
It's a good
Am I wrong?
inflation. I swear to God, I'm gonna kill that thing.
Am I wrong? What are your plans for the future?
Take over the world. I'll probably have delegates control each major region. I'll probably have I don't know.
That's a big dream.
No, my plans for the future is eventually get out of countryside, either go into a group home, an apartment, or move back in with my folks' place. Like, try to get big on YouTube someday, or write a book that sells really well and gets me in the game, or something. And maybe someday find a girlfriend, turn her into a wife, get married, and have children.
That's a good dream. I like that. I wish I could do that. That's it.
Alright!
Nice talking to you.
Nice being talked to.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Member Spotlight. The rules are with us. For last week, he interviewed me. Now I interview him. So, Alice, we're going to ask you some questions. You're on the oath now. No lying. Okay, question number 1. How did you become a member?
Well, I first it's a long story. I toured Sunshine Connections, and my mom and dad found this place, and they said I would like it here better. So I started coming here, and I've been here ever since. That's simple.
Alright. How long have you been a member?
Couple months, I think.
It feels longer.
Like half a year, maybe.
Question number 3. What attracted you to Media Unit?
PowerPoint, and I'm really good at computers in some way or another.
When he doesn't want to strangle them.
That's true.
What are your thoughts on the other units?
To be honest, I like all of them. I love wellness because I get to cook, and because there's a lot to do in wellness. I also like I haven't been in PDU much yet. I like admin because it's admin. Trish is gonna kill me.
Trish would be so happy.
And that's basically all I expunged.
What is an average day in media unit like for you?
Work on PowerPoint, listen to music, and do this. And do center pieces. That's basically it. And clean bathrooms. That's basically the average day, to be honest.
Which was not my idea, the bathroom then. What's your favorite PowerPoint you worked on?
Don't have a favorite.
He loves all his children equally.
Thomas?
Okay, now here's the ultimate question you will ever be asked in a million years. And I bet I know the answer. What's your favorite video game?
I got a lot of them. But my number one favorite is Zombie Mayhem on Roblox.
I knew it.
My second favorite is, just to add it, is the Lost Land survival game remastered.
Nice. Okay, question number 9. Any plan to attend college?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
Is that a fair answer?
Yes. What do you hope for the clubhouse's future?
Get more members to join in and get members to contribute. Like, how do I explain this? Be more involved in the clubhouse, and let's hope the snack bar never closes down.
Indeed. Okay, well that's all I had. Alice, thank you for joining me.
Yep.
And we'll be right back.
Bye.
Welcome to the Member Spotlight. I'm here with Eddie, and Eddie, today we're going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
Why does the up will fall around the sun? You ain't really supposed to answer that. Anyway, okay, question 1. How did you become a member?
Just kind of got my, what is it called? Diagnosis from Vallejo.
Yeah,
and
Vallejo.
And got him to the old director at the time, which was Leo. And that's how I became a member. I've been a member for 3 years.
Oh. Didn't you already answer question number 2? How long you been a member? You're sufficient. Okay. Question number 3. How did you meet Wendy?
Oh man, on a purple bus going to school. And that's how we met when she was 7 and I was 5.
Oh, wow. Okay. How would you introduce the media unit?
Well, you two guys were there. I thought I would just actually show up.
Alright. Okay. What unit did you work at before media?
Admin unit.
What's an average day in media unit like for you?
Well, sometimes 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours, just depends if there's anything to do. Yep.
What's your favorite thing to do in media?
Centerpieces and watch Alex do the PowerPoint.
Molly, you made us like centerpieces. What was your favorite thing to do in admin?
Answer the phones.
Someone gotta do it.
Yep.
What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
I was going to say snack bar.
Everyone loves the snack bar. Okay, final question. What's your hopes for the Clubhouse's future?
Hoping we get more members and stay positive.
Alright, That's it for the member spotlight. Eddie, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
And let's.
Hello, welcome for this edition of Member Spotlight. I got Mark here, and I'll be asking him some questions.
Hello.
First question, how did you become a member?
Well, my social worker told me about this place, so she dropped me off one time to get a tour, and I got to her and I said to keep coming back.
Good. Second question, how long have you been a member?
I'm guessing around 5 months. That's what I think.
So you're not far off from me by a couple months.
That's not wrong.
What's an average day in PDU like for you?
Well, mostly I do the, I do the snack bar most of the time.
Mhm.
That's what I do the most.
What's your favorite thing about PDU?
I like being there when they have the Starbucks stuff, because then I can get easy 50-cent options on food.
I agree with you there.
Yeah, it's nice.
What's your favorite thing about the snack bar?
Ooh, all of it. I like to work there. I like their shafted tikis, which are kind of like fruit punch.
Mhm.
Things like that.
Don't mind answer, I like it. 'Cause I agree with you. What's your favorite thing to do at the clubhouse?
My favorite thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Well, when I'm working at the snack bar, I like to make people happy by getting them things that they want. That's my favorite thing.
Thank you. How has your life changed since joining the clubhouse?
Well, it's given more purpose, and instead of sitting around at home doing much of little. I have more things to do. There are opportunities. I might sort of find the jobs. I don't know for sure.
I like that answer. Do you have a favorite meeting?
Yeah, the one we have at the beginning of the day when we say what we're going to do that day.
That's a very important meeting.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
So is my mom's. What are your hopes for the clubhouse's future?
I haven't really thought about that. It seems like everything's going pretty well. Thoughts for the future? Maybe for some more members coming in.
Me too, Mark. Me too, Mark. Me too.
Okay.
Oh, Mike. My bad.
Mark.
Mark, okay. I got your name right. Well, that's all for member spotlight.
Yay!
Mark, happy to have you here,
Thank you.
and we'll see you next time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Member Spotlight. I'm here today with Cameron, and Cameron, we're going to be asking you some questions. You're on an oath now. Okay. All right, question number 1. How did you become a member?
The way to become a member is you have to fill out an application and turn it in, and we'll give you a call if we're interested.
Okay. How long have you been a member?
I've been a member for about 12 years. I've been a long-term member, and the job can be pretty tough sometimes.
What's your favorite unit to work in?
My favorite unit to work in is wellness.
What's an average day in wellness like for you?
More than the average guy.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to do in wellness?
My favorite thing to do in wellness is lead the meeting.
Okay, what's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Favorite thing to do at the clubhouse is to eat lunch.
I understand that. What's your favorite football team?
My favorite football team is the Philadelphia Eagles.
What's your favorite snack in the snack bar?
My favorite snack in the snack bar is the soda.
Damn right. I'm right there with you, man. What was the hardest thing you ever had to do professionally?
Write a check.
Checks all hard to write. I don't understand it.
It depends on what you're writing and what you're writing it for.
Oh, okay. What are your hopes for the future of the clubhouse?
Future of the clubhouse is to get a job here and to retire and tell more about the community in a speech.
Well, that's all I have. Cameron, thank you for showing us today, and we'll be right back. Happy Halloween. We are here for the member spot. I'm not going to talk that way for the whole interview. We're here with Taylor today, and Taylor, we're going to ask you some questions. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
All right. Question number 1. How did you become a member?
I became a member with Leo. One of the staff members preferred me here, and my case managers brought me here. I did my application, and on Wednesday I came in for the orientation and all that, and I've been a member since.
That leads me to question number 2. How long have you been a member?
I've been a member probably for 3 months.
Wow, only that long?
Yeah.
Feels longer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, question number 3. What got you started in media unit?
Well, in my career in the military, I worked with computers. I originally would do missile defense, is what I do. And pretty much, if an enemy fired a missile, my job is to hack its programming and change its coordinates, which I am an expert in my field in it.
Alright. Question number 4. What is an average day in media like for you?
Originally, I do the PowerPoint, emails, I do it all. Even if friends are at work or doing something else, I cover for them.
Question number 5. What unit did you go to before media?
PDU.
What's your favorite thing to do with media?
That's easy. When I'm doing the PowerPoint, I originally have music going in the background.
What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Lunch.
You're not the first one to say that. Okay. What's your favorite Halloween costume?
I pulled this off 2.5 years ago. I bought a realistic female bodysuit, and I dressed up as Dracula's vampire bride. And I got first place in my brother's college Halloween contest with that one.
Nice. What made you decide to join the military?
Well, my entire family is military. My generations dates back to George Washington. Well, I've been serving in the United States Army for 8.5 years. I served 3 tours in Afghanistan, and by the time I retired in 2023, the Army gave me my final rank. I became an O-5, means I became a lieutenant colonel. I was in college when I went into the military, so I went into officers training school. And when I got that, I didn't go in as an enlisted man. I went in as a captain. And as I went up through the ranks over the 8 years, I made it to lieutenant colonel, the highest rank my family's ever gotten to in the military. There's only one lieutenant colonel in the military, me.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thanks for all your guys' support.
Last question. What are your hopes for the clubhouse's future?
I hope people can get what they need, and originally keep coming. The more members, the better.
Well, that's all the questions I have. Taylor, thank you for joining us. And we will be right back. Hello and welcome to this week's Member Spotlight. I'm here today with Wendy, and Wendy, we're going to ask you some questions.
Sweet.
Question number 1, how did you become a member?
1997, I was having some problems at home with my mom and my dad. Just wasn't working out, so I moved up to Topeka. Couldn't find a place to take me. Breakthrough House stepped up. They had some group homes. So I moved into the Clay House. Back in the day when you moved in to the Clay House or any of their other group homes, that automatically qualified you for membership into the clubhouse. So that's how that happened, and ended up finishing high school up here on my own and getting a job, and that's how that turned out.
Okay, well, you already answered this next question. How long have you been a member?
I've been a member for 27 years.
Woo.
Since 1997, since I was 17.
Question number 3, what is your favorite unit?
It's going to be the admin unit. I like to go into the admin unit, and I like to help with lunch tickets. I like to answer phones. I like to call people to make sure they're still alive. I like to do the ticket counts from the day before, and I like to do the van ride sheets. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
What's an average day in admin life for you?
It's pretty chill. I mean, I just go up there and I do everything I pretty much just described. I greet people, I answer phones, and it's kind of like being in an office, like if I was kind of in HR or receptionist somewhere.
Have you ever worked the other units?
Now and again, I do wellness if I get a hair up my butt and I want to go cook some food.
What's your favorite thing to do in admin?
It used to be pick up chicks, but they got on my ass for that, so now it's just answering phones and probably doing lunch tickets. That's the most enjoyable thing at this point.
Who's your favorite Nintendo character?
Favorite video game series? There's 3. Legend of Zelda. I like Link. I like the Gerudos too. And I'm a big Xenoblade Chronicles fan. Rex from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is up there. And if I had to pick a third one, I would probably go with Blythe from Fire Emblem.
Ooh, okay. Alright. What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
My favorite thing to do at the clubhouse is cause chaos. No. It's probably eating lunch. I like to sit with everybody. I like how the tables are set up, because each table has like one day it might be your favorite drink, it might be your favorite food, the next day it might be your favorite video game, movie, and so on. So like you get to sit around different members and get to know them, even like people that you don't necessarily like.
What's your favorite standard?
Standard. I really don't have any of those, Tom. Let's keep going.
Me neither. Hi, Molly. What are your hopes for the clubhouse's future?
I hope that we get more housing for people. The standard thing was a joke, by the way. I can't think of one off the top of my head. My hopes for the future are to get more employment in TE sites, transitional employment sites for our members. I would like to see more group homes built, more apartments built, and I would like to see the clubhouse community-driven, community-focused, and I would like to bring people that are on the outside into our world so that we can just get bigger and bigger and grow further out.
All right, that's all the questions I have. Randy, thank you for showing us, and we'll be right back. Hello, and welcome to this week's Member Spotlight. Today I got Shoal, and Shoal, we're going to ask you some questions. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Question number 1, how did you become a member?
I've been a member for 35 years. I became a member in 1989. And I've been a member since, because I didn't have nowhere else to go growing up, so I started going to the Breakthrough House, and I've been going, even though Jim's still not working, but when he was working at the time of the Breakthrough House.
That answers my next question. How long have you been a member? Since 1989?
1989, but heard about how I become a member. I became a member in 1989.
You've been a member for as long as I've been alive.
No.
Okay, question number 3. How did you get involved in PDU?
I just heard about it and I've been getting involved in it since. But lately I go to admin. I go to admin sometimes, and sometimes I go to PDU. But once in a while, I even go to media if I have to. But lately, I haven't been going.
Once again, you answered another question. Have you ever worked any of the other units?
I worked in 2 of the units. I even worked in wellness, I think, too.
I see you in there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 6. What's your favorite soda?
By Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's my favorite now.
My mom would approve. She loves Dr. Pepper. Okay, what's your favorite meal at the clubhouse?
What's my favorite meal? Pizza.
They do make some good pizza, don't they?
Yeah, but when I get my new place, I'll be able to make frozen pizzas, cook them in the oven, and eat them.
Ooh, nice. Can I come over?
If you want to.
Okay, question number 8. What are the challenges operating the snack bar?
One of the challenges operating the snack bar,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of challenges, but the challenge I have to face every day is going to each unit, trying to figure out what everybody wants, but I'm just glad I got the paper
Yeah.
so everybody can sign out what they want and how many items they want, what's the quantity they're going to have, and how much it's going to cost them to pay for all that.
Paper does help a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and I'm kind of glad Mike started doing that. That was a
Yeah.
good way of doing that.
Question number 9. What is your dream job?
What is my dream job?
Yeah.
Trying to work at a restaurant, maybe.
Really?
Like McDonald's or something.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so last question. What are your hopes for the clubhouse's future?
Well, my hopes for the clubhouse in the future.
Mm-hmm.
My hope for the clubhouse in the future is to get a job, I hope.
Alright. That's all the questions I have. So, thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
And we'll be right back. Hello and welcome to this week's Member Spotlight. Today I have Kathy with us. And Kathy, we're going to ask you some questions. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, question number 1. How did you become a member?
My old case manager brought me here and it showed me the place, and they said I was a member before I even could blink.
That's how they get you. On to you, Molly. Alright. How long have you been a member?
About 6 months.
Doesn't feel that long, does it?
Well, is it 5 months?
You know better than I would.
I think it's about 6 months.
I've only been here since February.
9 months ago.
Alright. Okay, what got you started in admin unit?
They said that they could help me with stuff that I need help with. Plus, they wrote me in when they wanted me to clean the bathrooms. Some people wouldn't even do anything, and I cleaned the whole bathroom.
Oh yeah, I remember those days. You and I were on that team doing yeah. Clean the bathrooms, people. Okay. What is an average day in admin unit like for you?
Just people getting chores done and things done every Monday through Friday. and just improving on those skills.
What do you enjoy most about wanting the thrift store?
Me and my friend Melody get to shop there. But I'm more working, because I do want to get a job.
Yeah. What is your favorite thing about admin unit?
Those little cards that they read.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about the call. We need more calls and media. You need to tell all that. Yeah.
Okay.
What is your favorite thing about Clubhouse?
They support you a lot.
They do, don't they? Yeah. I
And
agree.
if I was weirder, they would still support me. And they just encourage me to do things, and that good things will come out of it.
Yeah. What do you most enjoy about art?
Freedom to paint what I want to paint. And I'm not so bad as some people want to make other people look like. I'm really talented, and I need encouragement around my art. And I'm dressing up for Thanksgiving. Halloween as Frida Kahlo.
Ooh, nice.
I know, I'm so excited about it. I hope if I don't get it done, we're still gonna use my costume.
What do you do when not at the clubhouse?
Sit around my bed, do the fellowship I'm in, do the what was that question?
What do you do when not at the clubhouse?
Do my AA and talk on the phone to my cousins and my friends, and try to talk to my mom every day so she doesn't feel lonely. She's 90.
Oh, that's sweet. I talk to my mom every day too.
She's Mama's little girl. Mama's little boy.
All right, last question. What do you hope for the future of the clubhouse?
For the clubhouse, or what?
For the future of the clubhouse.
That they keep on helping people, and nothing ever bad happens here. And that they get to help more people, but not too crowded or nothing.
Yeah.
But just help people.
All right, that's all the questions I have. Kathy, thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Member Spotlight. And today I have Ellen with us. And Ellen, we're going to ask you some questions.
Okay, I'm ready.
Question number 1, how did you become a member?
Well, I became a member from knowing Trish Walters. She is one of the staff here at the clubhouse, and I knew her out in the community, and she had told me about this. She knew I had a mental illness, and she thought I might benefit from it. So that's kind of how I got started here.
All right. How long have you been a member?
Well, we calculated about since last February, so I thought maybe about 9 months or so. Yeah.
Okay. How did you get started in wellness?
Well, wellness, I was kind of inspired by Trish Pickering. She works in the wellness too, and we've known each other, and we like to hang around each other. So she kind of got me interested in that, and I wanted to learn how to cook. I can't say I've gotten very far in it yet, but I'm kind of observing Cindy and Ken and Trish and Keith and all the other members in there, and just that's kind of how I got interested in it.
What is an average day like in wellness?
Well, in wellness for me, we start out, of course, with the morning meeting, the unit meeting, and we assign tasks, and a lot of times I do the cleaning, like washing dishes, and I know that doesn't sound fun, but I actually enjoy doing it here because it makes me feel like I'm accomplishing things. I like to do did you say favorite things? I'm sorry.
What is an average
day like? Yeah, well, that was average because usually I'll do also daily reach out, I'm sorry, where we reach out to members in the community to see if, how they're doing, if they'd like to come back and see us, and just things like that.
Have you worked any other units?
Well, not very long. I've sampled around, and I worked in admit for a little bit when I first started here. And then I've just recently, the past 2 days, been working now in media, but you guys are just kind of showing me the ropes and things that you do. So, yeah, I do like from admit. I like the thrift store. I'll just throw that in there because I like clothes, and that's always fun to do. So in admit, when I'm in that, I really enjoy that.
Speaking of media, what got you interested in media?
Oh, in media. Well, Tom, you actually, because I would see on the big screen TV out here in the lunchroom or lunch area, and I saw you interviewing people, and I thought you did a really awesome job. You were pretty witty and, good questions. And so that's kind of how I got interested, because I've always liked getting to know people and getting to know what they like, kind of how you've been doing. So, how you get to know people through questioning and your interest in other people. I've kind of been enjoying watching the TV on you on there and some guests. So.
What are some of your hobbies?
Oh my gosh. Well, I like to write / journal. I like to actually go to the gym and work out. It's something to do in the morning for me. As far as any other interests, maybe sports, watching sports, but that's all I can think of.
What's your favorite thing to do in wellness?
In wellness, okay. I don't know if I said this already, but I actually like doing the dishes and drying the dishes and outreach, because I know that sounds really boring, but it just gives you a sense of accomplishment, and I feel like I've done something productive during the day. So and then daily outreach, again, it's just I like to get in touch with other members that aren't coming right now or haven't visited for a while. So, and I do that with Ken does that a lot too. So
what's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Oh gosh, in general, at the Clubhouse, let's see, what do I like to do in general? Well, I just enjoy being around people. That really helps me because I love people, and I noticed one week when I wasn't here, I was really bummed out, so I came back and I enjoy the people. I think everybody's pretty cool and easy to talk to, and I feel real included here.
All right, final question. What is your hope for the Clubhouse's future?
Well, one is I hope you guys get your newsletter out in the community. I think that'd be really cool because it's very professionally set up here in the Clubhouse, and I'd also like to see just more involvement in the community in general. I know that's kind of a general answer, but just like that's a good question. My future, more members to come in and join, and I just hope for the best for the entire Clubhouse. I don't know exactly what other things there are to do. I know that we can do some more outreach and get more donations and just get in touch with community businesses and things like that, and just let them know we're here. Let them know, there are people that need, if they need us or need the Clubhouse, people with mental illness, that to be a good place to come. So.
All right, that's all the questions I have. Ellen, thank you for joining us, we'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Member Spotlight. Today I got Marsha with us, and Marsha, I'm going to be asking you some questions. All right. Question number 1, how did you become a member?
Well, I became a member when I filled out an application almost about a year ago, whenever Leo was here, and I filled out an application and turned it in. That's how I became a member. I turned it back into him, and then I started coming to the clubhouse after that.
And how long have you been a member?
Probably for like what, a year almost.
How did you get started in wellness?
Well, I just went up to the group one day and said that I wanted to join the group, and got involved in their group and started socializing with them, and just became part of the group.
What's an average day in wellness like for you?
What was the question?
What's an average day in wellness like for you?
An average day? Well, it just consists of answering questions and doing the task on the board, and
Okay, question number 5. What got you started in PDU?
I became more interested in PDU than wellness because I was more interested in looking up jobs and careers.
What's your favorite thing to do in wellness?
Favorite thing to do in wellness? Line server.
She's good at it too. What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Probably the snack bar. Because I've done that quite a few times.
What's your favorite thing to do in PDU?
Look for jobs.
Now for a fun question, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
I had a feeling because of the shirt. All right, Martha, last question. What are your hopes for the future of the clubhouse?
That the clubhouse gets accredited more for what they're doing, and that they just become successful in what they're doing.
All right, that's all the questions I had. Martha, thank you for joining us, and we will be right back. Hello and welcome to this week Member Spotlight. Today I'm here with Lindsay, and Lindsay, we're gonna ask you some questions.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1: how did you become a member?
I had a friend from another from Vallejo that mentioned it to me and said that they really enjoyed their time here, and they thought I would too. And I just thought, okay, well, I'm go check it out. And I came here and got the tour, and then gave it a test run, and I like it.
All right, that leads me to my next question. How long have you been a member?
About a month and a half.
Ooh, okay. What was your first unit you worked in?
PDU in the snack bar.
What attracted you to media unit?
I like computers. I took business classes in high school, and I thought it would be similar. Even if I could just use the word processor, that would be valuable to me.
What is an average day in media unit like for you?
It's nice. I journal when I have free time and we're not working on projects. I did some PowerPoint and it's been really interesting and fun.
What is your favorite item from the snack bar?
Diet Pepsi, definitely.
She has taste. What is your favorite item from the Lotus bouquet?
I don't know.
What is your favorite thing to do in media unit?
The PowerPoint.
You got competition, Alex. Okay. What is your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Eat, probably.
Once again, I say, not the first to say that. Last question. What are your hopes for the future of the Clubhouse?
Just continue to make friends and be able to work with other people and just have different experiences and maybe holidays and looking forward to doing that.
Okay, that's all the questions I have. Lindsay, thank you for joining us today, and we'll be right back. Hello, and welcome to another week of Member Spotlights. And today I have Shay D with me, and Shay D, we're going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
Okay, question number one, how did you become a member?
Well, in 1988, I was going to be a member of the living program. So that's how I got into the clubhouse, just being at the group home.
Okay. Well, that kind of answers my next question. How long have you been a member?
Over 30 years.
Woo! Okay, what lured you to the PDU unit?
Well, I was in an admin, it was kind of getting to me, so I started a personal development unit, and I really like it over there, and currently I'm running the PDU because Mike is gone for 2 weeks.
What's an average day in PDU like for you?
Well, mostly I just try to help the members with what they need, to do some personal stuff of my own, and just be there for the members.
Alright. What are the challenges to running the snack bar?
The biggest thing I find is people come up to me all the time, and I have to tell them, wait your turn.
Yeah. What was your unit before PDU?
Admin.
What is your favorite thing to do in PDU?
Check the unit email.
Ooh. What is your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Just helping me and a mentor for the members, and if I can go home feeling like I helped somebody, then that's what I would do.
What are your holiday plans?
Well, if Caradell's bringing people over for the Thanksgiving dinner, I might come, or I might go to Caradell to their dinner. I don't know yet.
Alright, last question. What are your hopes for the Clubhouse's future?
I hope we just continue to grow in membership and the trainings and whatever needs to be done. Can't wait to see if I go to the Clubhouse training in St. Louis in March.
All right, that's all the questions I have. Shady, thanks for showing us, and we'll be right back. Hello, and welcome everyone to another edition of Member Spotlight. Today I have Shazman with us, and Shazman, we're going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
Question number 1, how did you become a member?
So funny story. I was with now ex-friend of mine. And we were walking, and she's like, I gotta go in this place. Well, we also met with Wendy, who's another member of this place, and she kind of just like brought me in here. I walked around for a bit because I had to go potty and get a drink of water, and then I saw my lovely brother here, and then y'all kind of just like a black hole just like sucked me in, so then I became a member.
And how long have you been a member?
I guess like about 3 months now.
Has it been that long?
I know, right? I was thinking like a month. But not since, says on this card, since like August?
August?
29th? 08, 29th?
Feel more like it was October.
Right?
Okay.
Wait, that was like last month. Wait, last month, because this was November.
What is your favorite unit?
I would have to say probably media.
Woohoo! Media rules!
Because that's kind of like the first unit I went into. So it's definitely tech savvy. So I like the media.
But lead me to my next question. What lured you to media unit?
This lovely cameraman over here, my brother, kind of just like drug me into it.
You're breaking the fourth wall.
I apologize.
Disregard that last statement. There is no cameraman.
But just kind of just gradually came towards the media because I like media.
What's an average day in media like for you?
Well, when I actually am able to show up, it's quite fun. We definitely have a lot of fun in the media unit, and it's also very productive though. Like we have fun doing the icebreakers and the centerpieces and stuff.
Have you worked any of the other units?
Yes, I've done the wellness unit a few times, like twice since I've been here. That's fun, I guess. I just helped like make the food, kind of. Yeah. And I think, and then what's the front desk unit?
Admin unit.
Yeah, and I worked that. Answering phones is fun.
Okay. What's your favorite snack in the snack bar?
So I love the beef jerky, even though it could be cooked a little bit better. But love the beef jerky. And there was something else I liked. I mainly just had the beef jerky. I like how cheap it is, though.
Edit that out or die.
I don't think we should edit any of this out. This is fun. Raw moments.
What's your favorite thing to do in media?
I don't know. I don't really do much. I think definitely the centerpieces, because I think that's the only thing I've really helped with.
No, you helped me with a camera person before.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I take that back. The camera. Being the camera person. Because, yes, we do have camera people.
What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Socialize. I like coming here, getting away from stressful people. Bad boyfriend. No, I'm kidding. You can cut this out.
It's going in.
No!
It's going in!
No! But just socializing with, like, my friends like you, Tom, and the lovely camera brother, Alex, over there. Yeah, and just the fact that I can just be myself and laugh is very nice.
Okay, last question. What are your hopes for the Clubhouse's future?
I hope to see more people come to the clubhouse. The resources here are amazing. The support is phenomenal. And just, yeah. I hope to see more of the clubhouse in other places as well. Like, expand it. Nationwide.
Alright.
Is on your side.
That's all. That's all the questions I have. Shadman, thank you for showing us, and we will be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Christmas Special Member Spotlight. I'm here with Tyler.
Hello.
And Tyler, we're going to ask you some questions.
That sounds great. Let's do this.
Question number 1. How did you become a member?
Well, that's a really good question. I was with LifeWorks here in Topeka, and Leo, that used to work here, actually introduced me to the Breakthrough House. So that's how I became a member.
All right. Question number 2. How long have you been a member?
Well, I've been here probably 2 years now, back and forth. So roughly about 2 years, going on 3. But yeah, back and forth in that area.
Okay. Question number 3. What is your favorite unit to work in?
Gosh, well, that's interesting because everything has changed so much through this area building, and from unit to section to I would say media unit's pretty my charm, or whatever you want to call it, my go-to. I love media, and actually it's my first to do media, so I'm very excited.
Media for the win again.
Where'd that voice come from? I don't in here.
And the ghost in the corner behind the camera.
Okay. What's an average day like in the unit you work in?
What's an average day like in the unit I'm in?
So like media, basically. I wasn't sure.
It's very outgoing. It's very learning process, and just being with you guys really makes a difference on doing media, so it's very fun and outgoing.
I keep getting my arms shifted myself.
Alex.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to do in media?
Favorite thing in media? Let's see. Well, one of them is right here on the spot. Is I'm really good at. The other one is being with you guys, having fun, and just going with the flow, or going with the row, you know?
Row. Sorry.
Okay, question number 6. What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Wow, that's a good question. My favorite thing to do at the clubhouse would be interacting with everybody, having lunch. And that's a hard question, too, because there's so much to do and be involved. But I think my favorite is just interacting with everybody, having a good time.
Okay, this is the Christmas episode, so we gotta ask, what was the best gift you ever received?
Oh, geez, let me think about this. It's been quite a while. That's a tricky one. I think the best gift I've ever received is a gift card to somewhere. I really don't know, folks. I really don't know.
By the time we're at our age, the best gift you can give us is money. Just give us money.
Okay, that's a good one. Let's just do that.
Let us buy our own stuff.
What was the best gift you ever given to someone else?
A hug. A really good hug.
And it cost him nothing.
Right? But, yeah.
You might have to go way back for this one. What is your favorite Christmas memory?
Oh, geez. Back when I was a kid, we go to church. We go to church.
Yeah. The Christmas plays back in the old days were awesome, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But then they got lazy and just started all wearing black and singing and just showing footage on the screen, and they got lazy.
It's not the same, is it?
They lost money, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, last question. What are your hopes for Lotus House's future?
I don't know. You got me on that one.
One on every block. No.
Okay. One on every block.
One on every block. Okay. That's all the questions I have. Tyler, thank you for showing us.
Thank you so much, Tom.
Yeah, and we'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first member spotlight of the year, Shoney 5. I got Charles with me, and Charles, we're gonna ask you some questions. Your last name is not a savior, is it?
No.
Okay, good. I don't want my mind swiped this here. All right. Question number 1: how did you become a member?
Well, I was in work release program at the Shawnee County Jail, and they introduced me to this program.
Nice. Okay. You're new, so this probably won't be too hard for you. How long have you been a member?
A week.
A week. I'm gonna guess a day. It's always longer than it feels. Doesn't it? It feels like 2 days with you. Okay. Question number 3: what lured you to wellness unit?
Wanting to cook.
Yeah, we got cook, guys, ladies. I'm trying to hook you up.
Yeah.
He's single, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm single too, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there.
This ain't being real good, is it?
Okay, question number 4. What's an average day in wellness unit like for you?
A what?
An average day in wellness unit. What's it like for you?
It was okay.
It was okay? See that, Sydney? It was okay.
It was great. It was great.
Alright. Would you say wellness is your favorite unit so far?
One of them.
Alright, yeah. Okay. What do you like to cook?
Calzones.
Never had that.
You never had a calzone?
No.
It's just like a pizza.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Might have to try to get it on the menu sometime.
Yeah.
What are your New Year's resolutions?
To get a job.
Alright, that sounds like a good one. What's your favorite thing to do in wellness?
Prepare food.
I thought so, yeah. What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Mingle with everybody.
Awesome, nice. Made any new friends yet?
Yeah. Maybe.
Alright, cool. Alright, last question. Look at you, you got the question 10 already. Look at that. What are your hopes for the Clubhouse's future?
To expand it to other locations.
Alright, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, that's all the questions I have. Charlotte, thank you for joining me. And we'll be right back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Member Spotlight. I'm here with Amy. And Amy, we're going to ask you some questions.
Alrighty.
Question number 1. How did you become a member?
Oh, desperation. Isolation. Take your pick.
I feel that.
Yeah. Just needed to get out of the house and be around people.
Always good.
Yeah.
Which brings us to question number 2. How long have you been a member?
I think I started sometime in November, maybe early November, but kind of started going regularly here now after the first of the year. Yeah.
Cool. So a couple of months now.
Yeah.
What lured you to media unit?
That's where they told me to go, but I kind of like it there. It's fun. Yeah.
Media number 1!
Media
number 1! What's an average day in media like for you?
An average day? Well, after the house meeting, is that what you call the morning meeting? Whatever, the morning meeting, we go in there and we work on the blackboard or the dry erase board to decide who's going to do everything and sign up for something and go at it. Start working on a project on the computer. Today I'm working on the weekly digest. And this guy does all the filming.
What's your favorite thing to do in media?
Oh, I kind of like the weekly digest or the PowerPoint slideshows. I've been doing those two things, but Those are the good things, I think, and love watching your YouTube videos.
What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Eat lunch.
You're not the first one to say that.
If it's good. You know, it usually is. Today was good. Now who made lunch today again?
There were several people in there.
Tom made orange chicken. Go ahead, Tom. Sorry.
What is your favorite season?
Fall.
Go pick. Not too warm, not too cold.
And my birthday's in fall, so fall's a good time of year. Halloween.
Technically, my birthday's in fall too. Late September.
Mine's late September too.
Awesome.
We got a couple Virgos in the media unit.
I say I'm Libra.
Oh, you're a Libra. Well, you're safe. We won't give you the Virgo curse then.
Okay. What is your second favorite unit?
Wellness.
Ooh, okay.
Wellness unit, yeah.
Sydney would be pleased.
Yeah, it's a good unit, yeah.
It is.
They're all good, I suppose.
Yeah. What are your goals for the future?
Goals for the future? What future? Oh, I'm sorry. This week I'm taking one day at a time and trying to get through the week, and we'll see where it goes from there. Just want to be part of the Lotus House media unit. That's it.
Awesome. Last question. What do you hope for the future of Clubhouse?
What do I hope for? For the future of the Clubhouse? Just for it to be successful and keep growing and stay accredited, and I like the work order day. It gives me something to do. I don't like to sit around, and I hope we get housing like we're wanting to help people with mental illnesses, find affordable housing, accessible housing in our community, things like that, whatever we decide.
All right, that's all the questions I have. Amy, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back. Hello, everyone. My name is Tom from Lotus House Clubhouse, and I'm interviewing Randy today about his dental service. So, Randy, tell us a little about your battle with getting your teeth fixed.
Well, I've been trying for years. I had insurance, and I didn't have insurance, and I did have insurance. Kind of started going downhill when I was a little kid. I was in the foster care services. Then I got out. When I did have insurance, it didn't either want to cover enough for the extractions, or it didn't want to cover enough for the dentures. Or then I tried, some of the local state charity places, but they wouldn't want to pull the back teeth because they were impacted. So that became trouble, and everybody was wanting, $100 to $120 per tooth. So really, it wasn't feasible with my income and even with insurance to get it done. So with the whole, not thinking I could get the work done, Molly had told me initially that Advisors Excel, she hadn't heard back, so I didn't think it was going to get done. I wasn't mad at Advisors per se, because I know that they had thousands of people, that were nominated, but it was upsetting because I felt like it was my, I don't try to get emotional on it, but I thought it was like my last chance of getting it done, and I was upset because I do help a lot of people. Whether they've been homeless people, giving them food and taking them in when they've needed places to stay, or helping them fill out applications for jobs, giving them rides to DCF, helping people out in the clubhouse. We have members here that I've helped out that have heard voices really bad, and I make sure that they have lunch, and I've done a lot for people, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn. But, I was kind of hoping, maybe I built up some kind of good karma. So when I initially heard that I hadn't, been chosen, it was a pretty big blow to me. And I was very upset. Like I said, not at Advisors, because I understand they have all those people. But, I was kind of at a point where, I didn't want to help people anymore because I didn't feel like I was getting the help that I needed.
How many dental places have you attempted to get the work done at?
Probably 7 or 8, not counting how many me and Laura probably sat down and called. And everybody wanted money up front, and the credit they wanted you they would offer credit some places, but they wanted like either near perfect credit, which I was able to get some credit to get some teeth pulled, but it wasn't enough credit to get everything done.
Did you have insurance? Was insurance helpful? Did you have to find another way?
I have dental insurance, but my dental insurance isn't the greatest. It doesn't, I pay out of pocket for it, and it pays maybe half of each extraction, but even if it, by the time I get 27 teeth pulled, I'm still paying thousands of dollars that I don't have for that.
Who is working with you on getting your teeth replaced now? Have you found help?
Advisors Excel stepped in, and they are paying for the whole thing to get all my teeth removed and to get temporary dentures and my permanent set.
How did a Pfizer SL come about helping you?
They have Seasons of Sharing program. I didn't even know about it. Molly didn't even tell me she was doing it. Molly's the director of Lotus House here in Topeka, and she nominated me and a couple other clubhouse members for various things. And Advisors Excel told her they wanted to help me out. They weren't sure about the cost and everything, so initially Molly told me that I didn't get it, even though she was talking to them and working it out, but it ended up working out, and they're paying something like around $5,000 to fix all my teeth.
So Molly was influential in getting the work you needed done.
Yeah, she had to write a essay explaining and telling them why she thought I deserved to get my teeth done. She wouldn't tell me, but that's all right. But I'm glad she did it, and I'm glad that she helped me out and that she wrote that letter, because she knew my teeth were the one thing that I really cared about, so that I could smile around my kids and smile in pictures. And so I'm really grateful to her and Advisors Excel for helping me out with this.
Did a Pfizer SL pick up the whole bill?
They did. I think the cost for the entire thing would have been around $10,000-$11,000, but they work with Affordable Dentures, and Affordable Dentures said they would do it for $4,300, and Advisors Excel called and told Molly that they would pick up the entire bill for that, so I appreciate that much.
Anything else that you would like to add?
I just want to thank Molly for, taking the time and thinking about me to get that letter written to nominate me, and I want to thank Advisors Excel and their team and the owner and their staff for, taking care of the one thing that I really wanted to get done that means the most to me. So thank you.
That's all the questions I have. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to another Member Spotlight. Today I have Charlotte with us. And Charlotte, we're going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
Question number 1, how did you become a member?
Oh, it's just by faith. Just needed a place to go, and this place stood out to me. It's really fun here, too.
You hear that, Molly? It's really fun here. Question number 2, how long have you been a member?
I have already been a member about 3 weeks, maybe a month now.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right. Okay. What led you to media unit?
I love media. I like computers. I like film. I love camera. Period. And I love the computer. All that stuff. We got all that stuff here.
Okay. You heard nothing, audience. All right. What is an average day in media like for you?
Great. Perfect. We have fun. We show out. And we work on the computer. And we do a lot of stuff.
What's your favorite thing to do in media unit?
Everything. Especially show up. We do a lot of stuff in media. So much stuff that I can't even almost count.
We love it when people show up.
Yes. You're going to show up either way you go because it's fun here.
What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
To show up, number one. And we get to do a lot of stuff. We get to work in the, we have a boutique We get to work in the boutique. We have a snack bar. We get to do the snack bar. We can pretty much do. The clubhouse is ran by us, and we are all friends here.
Sorry, I got lost in. What other units would you work in?
All of them. They're all cool. I would try out all of them. And before it's over with, I'm sure I will have.
What's your favorite item from the snack bar?
Coffee. I love coffee. I gotta have my coffee in the morning.
How skilled are you with computers?
Not too skilled, but by the time I leave here, I will be, because I love working with my phone and I love working on computers, and we do that kind of stuff here.
Okay, last question. What are your hopes for the clubhouse's future?
That we thrive and get more people. Because it is fun here, you guys.
All right, that's all the questions I have. Charlotte, thank you for joining us, and we'll be right back. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Member Spotlight. I'm here with Summer.
Hi.
And Summer, we're going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
Some tough, some not so tough. Episode 1, flashback. How did you become a member?
How I became a member was my staff at Trails, because I live in independent living, introduced me.
And how long have you been a member?
It'll be 3 months, this coming 8th.
3 months already?
Yep.
Feels like 2 weeks.
I know.
What lured you to admin unit?
Probably Trish's kindness and just getting along with her.
What's your favorite thing to do in admin?
The daily attendance.
That was my favorite thing to do back in the day, too. Back in the day? I only been here 1 year. What? What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
Just hang out with other people and my boyfriend. Just being able to be me.
She has a boyfriend and a shop. She's living the life. Do you like any of the other units?
Well, I just walked in PDU unit today and did Snap Bar, and it was actually really good.
You were a hero. You're my hero. Because I need my soda, man.
Same. Me and Charles did it.
How are you liking your new job?
I honestly love it. I love working with the animals, dusting, and just getting to know more out there.
You can't take the animals home now.
I know. Sadly. The puppies are so cute.
What's your favorite item out of the snack bar?
Probably Diet Mountain Dew or the Diet Tea.
I just had Diet Mountain Dew today. It was delicious. What's your favorite item from the Lotus bouquet?
Probably the dishware or clothes.
All right, last question. What are your hopes for the clubhouse's future?
What I hope for is that we can continue this and be a huge part of the community to help people realize that mental health isn't everything. It can change your life.
All right, that's all the questions I have. Summer, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
Hi, welcome to Member Spotlight with the Lotus Lowdown. Today we have Miss Allie. Hi. That works too. So, how did you become a member?
I've been living with Randy for a couple months, and he kind of introduced me because I am go through Vallejo. So he said that it'd be really nice to have me here because I'm a good help on a lot of things.
How long have you been a member?
Since right before Christmas.
How do you know Randy?
I've known him because of me. I was homeless at one point, and he kind of took me under his wing and helped me out in getting me housing, getting me food, and getting my stuff started that I need to get started.
What units do you, I'm guessing, frequently like go to?
I do a lot of admin mainly.
What's an average day like in one of your units?
In
admin.
It's pretty busy because we've got a lot to do. We check the emails. We go and do punch cards for people that buy our punch cards.
Okay. What are some of your coping skills when you're...
I like to do diamond dots is my biggest one, and I like to play on my phone.
My ADHD, I used to love doing diamond dots, and then I got overstimulated one day and can't do it ever since. So, love them though, they're so pretty.
They're so pretty.
I had this this cat one. It was like a cat, a white cat, and then it was like a bigger cat.
Yeah.
It was pretty. Do you have... Oh, okay. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Even though it's way past the New Year's. But,
I think my biggest New Year's resolution, which I've kind of succeeded in, was getting a job and keeping my job. And I have, because I have a job at Taco John's.
Oh, fun. Oh, well, then that answers the other question. What goals did you accomplish in 2024?
Yep.
What's your favorite color?
I have 3. Purple, pink, and teal.
Ooh. What are your hopes for the clubhouse's future?
To keep growing new members.
Yeah, I think we're doing a pretty good job at that.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like my hair?
Very leprechaun-y.
Very leprechaun-y. That's all, I guess.
Hello and welcome to another member spotlight. And today in the hot seat is Stanley. And Stanley, we're going to ask you some questions.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, question number 1. How did you become a member?
Well, I was going to the Sunshine Connection, and my case manager told me about the Lotus House. And I stopped going to the Sunshine Connection because they didn't really do anything, and they didn't really, I don't know, I just didn't really fit in that. I don't know, I enjoyed it a little bit, but I thought I'd come over and find somewhere else because I had stopped going there. So I found out that my case manager told me about the Lotus House, so I thought I'd try it out.
All right. Question number 2. How long have you been a member?
I've been a member for about, I'd say a year.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite unit?
So probably the media unit.
Yes! Okay. What's an average day like in your unit?
It's interesting. It's fun. As far as I can tell, they do a lot of designing stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Making little newsletters and stuff.
What's your favorite thing to do in your unit?
Making the newsletter and. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do at Clubhouse?
My favorite thing to do with the clubhouse is to have lunch and to eat and to help out too. I like doing that.
I need to do a count how many people have said lunch to that question. You're not the first one. What other units do you work in?
I work in what are all the units? Like, I have a bad memory.
You got media, admin, wellness, and now PDU.
I like to work in the wellness unit, and I like that. That's my other favorite unit.
What's your favorite What's your favorite item out of the snack bar?
My favorite item out of the snack bar is Coke Zero. I like Coke Zero because it doesn't have any sugar in it, and because it's better for you than regular Coke.
Man, they're taking out my favorite drink. They're taking out Diet Pepsi.
Yeah.
The humanity! You might not have an answer for this one, but what's your favorite item out of the Lotus bouquet? The fish store, basically.
I haven't been over there too much.
Yeah.
But I like getting clothes over there.
Yeah. Okay, last question. What's your hope for the clubhouse's future?
They go on more trips and stuff. Yeah. Doing stuff outside of the clubhouse, and that's what I hope. They can go on more trips and do stuff like that.
Okay, that's all the questions I have. Stanley, thank you for joining us.
Sure.
And we will be right back. Hello and welcome to another Member Spotlight. And today, Alice is once again in the hot seat. And Alice, we're going to ask you some questions.
Okay.
What's the meaning of life? Why are we here?
I don't know how to answer that correctly.
Okay. Serious question. How did you... Oh, yeah. This is for his TE position that he got at the mall several months back. How did you get the job?
Well, I applied. The simple version is I applied for a TE at the mall as a janitor. I did a tour with some other members, and they let me know I was chosen a little bit after that.
How long have you had the job?
To be honest, the days slowed together. So I think 6 months maybe.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Days slowed together.
What's an average day like at your job?
Depends on what you identify average.
What's a regular day like?
Well, basically, I go into the bathroom, or I get to work, clock in, get my cart ready, then go into the bathrooms, clean the men's and the women's, then the nursery room, then the family restroom, and then I head to the food court and see if it needs to be cleaned for it. And if nothing needs to be cleaned in the food court, I head over to the back hallways. And if the back hallways are fine, I go to the stairwell that usually needs to be cleaned. And I basically jump between those all day.
Alright. What's your favorite thing to do at your job?
Well, all I basically do is clean. And I enjoy my job, and I do it not just for the money, but to help people.
What's your least favorite thing to do at your job?
Clean out people's urine.
Ugh. Yeah, I understand.
and cleaning up after people who have literally put poop on their hands and rub it all over the stall wall.
That don't even surprise me. Where was I at here? How long does staff come with you to train you?
Every month, basically.
Oh. No, I mean like the staff here.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Chursing can, they alternate between each other every month.
Can you explain what a TE is to our audience?
A TE is basically a partnership with Clubhouse, and it's basically it helps secure a position in a full-time job. It basically helps you get a job and learn the job. So if your boss at work wants while you're full time, you have the skills and training to do so.
Well done. You explained that really well. Okay. How many hours do you work a week?
A week? So it'll be 4 hours, 3 days a week, so 4, 8, 12 hours a week.
Not bad.
If I did the math correctly.
I think you did.
I'm terrible at math.
How much do you make?
$8 an hour.
You can do worse. Okay, last question. What's your hope for the future?
For my future or the clubhouse's future?
Related to TE.
I hope that the next person after my 6 to 9 months, I hope that the next person that gets the job does well and gets the full-time job just like I might.
Alright, awesome. That's all the questions I have. Alice, thank you for showing us, and we'll be right back.
Well, welcome back to another Member Spotlight. I got Tom and Summer here today. How are y'all doing today?
I'm good.
Good. Can you tell us a little about Mental Health Advocacy Day?
They say Comic-Con for mental health. Like, abbreviate basically is, I didn't do much research on this, did I? But, it's basically to spread mental health for wellness, and all the clubhouses go. But this year we were trying to get a bill passed. I don't know. We were doing that last year.
How did you get to go to Advocacy Day?
Lottery.
We signed up and got chosen by Molly, and then Laura and Trish took us.
That's good. Were you nervous to speak to your legislators?
Yes, I was.
Not really.
Tell us about how those meetings went.
They went good. Our guy was taking notes, so we were afraid he wasn't going to really listen to him. But he listened really good, and we got his support. And
Yeah, my girl, she seemed like she was supportive and wanted us to really experience.
What did you guys have at your table?
oh, they got candy, a tablecloth. Did we have the what do they call those? The cards that has information on it in there?
Our brochures, and we also had our cards, just so that way people can call and get to know us more.
Did we have a big old whiteboard on the side too?
Yes, we did. We had a whiteboard that said a lot about mental health in our clubhouse, and invited people to just come and see what we are about.
They mostly came for the candy, you know they did. Oh, hey, free candy! I was collecting pens.
Did you learn about other programs in our community while you were there?
I learned about, was that 899 or 889?
988.
988. I learned about that when I was there.
Yeah, I learned
what
about
is
that
988?
as well. So it is basically a person that you can go to crisis, and if you're not comfortable to go just yet and just need support, you can reach out.
So is it that suicide
Yes.
hotline?
Who's talking?
Oh, Tom, stop.
I hear a foot, but I don't see anyone.
Did you have fun getting to share about Clubhouse with so many people?
I was nervous at first, but it actually really inspired me to just talk about and let people know what we are all about, and hope it continues that way.
It was a good opportunity, but after like the 15th time, I was like,
He needed his caffeine.
What was your favorite part of Mental Health Advocacy Day?
how honest you want me to be?
Very honest.
The candy.
Yeah.
I mean, also, I think I got to learn a little bit about Tom more. And since we don't really hang out at the clubhouse, so I guess that was really nice.
Okay. Do you want to go to Mental Health Advocacy Day next year?
Sure, maybe I can get more footage next year. I was just like, I was going around with the camera, but I was afraid to like interview anyone there because I thought, I don't want to be on camera. Get that camera away from me.
Or the camera gets broken.
I watched too much angry TikTok videos, so you know.
What do you hope for the future of Mental Health Advocacy Day?
That we get some law passed that actually helps us.
And also, it just helped continue this amazing environment for people.
Well, this was another segment of Member Spotlight with Tom and Summer. Have a good one.